This is Will the Dragon Whisperer with another video for the YouTube channel. Can't wait for you guys to see this video. It's going to be starring Gandalf, my new Panther Chameleon that I just added to the reptile room this weekend, and my nephew Jackson, who helped me throw his enclosure together. He's going to be handling Gandalf during the video, and we're going to show you the enclosure we put together and some special little features I threw in there. So hope you guys enjoy the video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Once again, this is Will the Dragon Whisperer. I'm going to put my website up here in the top corner. Hope you guys can check it out. And my Instagram at the bottom. Here we go. Okay, guys. Here in the video, we're going to see if Mr. Gandalf will let Jackson handle him. Go ahead and see if we can gently kind of coax him off of his branches and get him to climb onto Jackson here. Now get under both of his arms. Go ahead and stick your hand under both of his front arms. Lift him up a little bit. There you go.
Oh, sorry.
There you go. Lift him up a little bit, and then he'll go ahead and climb onto you. Try not to give him any options. There we go. There we go. Come on, Gandalf.
There we go. He won't let go of that branch.
Well, he won't.
There he
There he
goes.
goes.
Oh, man.
Alright, now we have
So cool.
Gandalf, and as you guys can see, those are his two pans that I keep in the bottom. I need to change the paper towels, but this is an enclosure we built yesterday. Got some tile and paper towel in the bottom. Pretty much simple with like 2x2, actually like pickets for posts. For your front porch railings. And then we use some kind of bigger chicken wire, which kind of keeps me from being able to let bugs just loose in his enclosure, because they could definitely get through this. As you'll see here, is pretty big. I think it's 1/2 inch gauge, maybe 9/16. But as you'll see here, I'll try to reinforce the corners, and then just use the simple staple gun to staple the chicken wire type material. And then got a lot of foliage, and then I have bamboo in my backyard, so I was able to get this bamboo and drill some holes in the ends and use zip ties to put a lot of foliage in his enclosure for him. And like I said, I keep the two pans in the bottom so I can change those out, because I do have the mini dripper up here that's dripping, as you can see right here, and that drips onto multiple leaves, giving him multiple wet surfaces throughout the enclosure for him to drink off of. We've got his basking light here, and make sure I have some sticks in places. As you'll see, I've got this bamboo ladder strung up for him that's really cool. I think I got that at PetSmart for 20 bucks, but I definitely recommend that. It gives him a lot of ability to get different heights up here in his basking area so that he can self-regulate. But I do like the bigger mesh. Gets a lot more of the heat and a lot more of the UVB through. As I've said in earlier videos, when you have that tight mesh, it's cutting out a lot of your UVB light. So I've got this fully mesh. Your Panther Chameleons need a lot of ventilation, so you definitely don't want a glass enclosure. You want something that's got a lot of air, and also you want a 95 to 100 degree basking area. So I've checked it with my temperature gun, and there's plenty of areas right up in here in this particular part of the enclosure where he can get to that temperature gradient. And then I have built these little shelves, and as you'll see here, I just have some holes drilled, and I just zip tied it through to the chicken wire, and there's some actually drilled in the corner you can't see there, but that lets me put a bowl. And like I spoke in earlier videos, these bowls with the smooth side allows you to be able to put dubia roaches, and they cannot escape. So that gives me two spots that I put another one over here so that I can put food in there that makes it easier for him to find. Got some little pieces of wood that I've also drilled holes and put across his inside of his enclosure. Some of the vine, some sandblasted grapevine. But really happy with the way the enclosure came out. We built it yesterday in about 2 or 3 hours, and about $75 worth of supplies from home, from Lowe's rather. And then I got just a simple clasp here, and I really recommend this style like piano hinge, because I use this type of piano hinge because the one long hinge really keeps the door from sagging at all. And I chose to put the chicken wire on the inside of the door instead on the outside. But as you'll see here, Mr. Gandalf and Jackson are having quite the time interacting. Gandalf, please excuse the mess in my room, but Gandalf, I did get him from Petco, which I definitely don't recommend getting your animals from big box stores because you don't really know what kind of breeders they're using. But this guy was in there for about 2 months in a big, huge enclosure at the end cap of one of the aisles. Almost every time I went in there, I go in the store 2 or 3 times a week. Somebody was handling Gandalf. One of the girls from the store or one of the managers was had him out showing him off to people. So I know this guy was super socialized. As you can see here, chameleons usually get kind of dark when they're getting stressed, and this guy's colors are beautiful, and he's still a sub-adult, so his colors are going to get a lot darker. But Gandalf doesn't seem to stress from being handled. Sometimes when we open the door of his enclosure, he'll actually climb out to the front here like he wants to come out. And like I said, we've been tongue feeding him so far, and he's been very responsive in his feeding response. He's got a plump little belly there, as you can see. This guy showed from the top. He's plump. He's definitely not skinny by any means. So his feeding response has been remarkable since I've got him. He's not really been shy or too timid. I do keep him here in my reptile room, as you can see. It's surrounded by a lot of other animals, so I'm hoping that it won't be too loud or too noisy in here. I do have other options in the house to move him to if that does the case. But also his enclosure is kind of lightweight, so I'm able to pick it up and move it out into the yard and sit him outside in the yard up on a little stand for some real sunlight sometimes during the day. So we're going to start doing that for him sometime this week as well. But Gandalf is amazing. If I could get the camera to focus, look at those eyes. This eye's looking forward and that eye's looking backwards.
I'm putting down for you to see the light better.
Well, the camera, for some reason, my camera does not want to focus on Gandalf right now. There he goes. Try to keep him still for a second, Jackson. Yeah, but if you guys could just see how beautiful this dude is. Come on, camera. It just does not want to focus. There's a little bit. You guys can kind of see right there the colors. There it goes. The camera's still not really doing justice of how beautiful this guy really is. He's got blues and greens and oranges and pinks and reds, almost every color of the spectrum. And that blue on his side stripe is really, really amazing. So as you can see here, the guy is super calm, super chill. Like I said, this is a Panther chameleon. I believe Furcifer pandalis is the scientific name. Yeah, got it up there on the cage. And like I said, this guy is Mr. Gandalf. I just love the way he looks, kind of like the old wise wizard. Hey buddy, say hi to all your fans, but for some reason it will not focus on you. That's really frustrating me. Because he's super cool, and I really don't understand why it's having such a hard time focusing on him. Let me see if I can get him to come to me. There he goes. But I just really am upset that my camera is not focusing in on this guy at all. He's definitely an amazing specimen. There's a little bit of focus for you guys, but he's just not. My camera is not cooperating. It's going to make me go and get a new one this week just because of that. Gandalf is off. And those hands that grip, and they have that prehensile tail, really, really amazing. Yeah, Jax, you need to get him before he gets too crazy there. Alright, we're going to put Mr. Gandalf back in his enclosure. It's getting close to his bedtime, and I want to make sure he has a chance to warm up before it's time to go to sleep. But truly an amazing animal, truly beautiful. He's only going to brighten up as he gets older. He is quite an amazing guy, and I'm so lucky to have him. So I hope you guys enjoyed this part of the video, and we're going to put Mr. Gandalf back away. Well, there's Mr. Gandalf enjoying a nice dusted dubia roach. I tried to offer him some super worms, but he wouldn't take them.
to like...
He's on, stop moving. Another big roach down the hatch for Mr. Gandalf. That's so awesome to see him eating and having a good feeding response. I'm going to include a little clip in the video of him eating some crickets yesterday too. Just so everybody can see my wonderful assistant, my awesome nephew, Jackson Kent. Okay, guys, I wanted to show a little bit of Mr. Gandalf inside his enclosure. Here the camera is definitely focusing in a lot more. As you can see, he's got some oranges, greens, reds, even on his head. Beautiful colors, purples, blues, reds, greens. And this guy has the whole spectrum. And he's such an amazing, this tail has some beautiful reds and pinks and greens. Such an amazing dude. Like really an amazing creature. Okay guys, thanks for watching the video. This is Will the Dragon Whisperer. Hope you guys learned something about Panther chameleons. Hope you enjoyed seeing Gandalf. Hope you enjoyed meeting my nephew Jackson. This is Will, Dragon Whisperer. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. I'm going to be putting my website up here in the corner again like I usually do. Kakalaki Exotic Creations. Please check it out. Hit me up if you're interested in anything you see on the website. Please check out my Instagram. I'm going to be putting that in the section below. And stay tuned for future videos, guys. I'm out.